Welcome to another episode of the Quiver Podcast. I'm Brian, joined today by Vic. Say hi, Vic.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, and sorry sa mga fans na nag-expect na 4 sets or 5 sets yung match between LaSalle and UST.
Hindi.
Hindi kasi yun yung sinabi namin. Tatlo nila Gio
Medyo
eh.
na-get sila
Last
eh.
time.
Medyo na-get. Ayaw i-late pa uwiin kasi may pasok bukas. Meron ng trabaho eh.
Tama.
So, hindi namin kayo papagurin. Tatapusin namin agad para mag-enjoy pa kayo ng Sunday evening nyo. So, yun yung ano nila. That's
Oh,
the
wala nang
mission
mga
order
naka-leave
ng
eh.
mga
Hindi
ladies
tulad
kanina.
last last week kasi nung Sunday baka may mga nag-leave nung Monday kasi holiday na Tuesday.
Oo,
Ito
tama.
wala eh.
Ito,
Wala
wala.
na, ubos na.
May pasok na ulit. Full week ahead. So, sabi ng mga lady spikers papauwiin namin kayo ng maaga.
Lalo na nag-extend pa yung match before them, yung championship game ng
Okay,
QC.
grabe yun. Grabe yung finals game na yun. Grabe yung finals game. Ibang klase yun, no? Laban hanggang dulo din yun. Tindi.
Yeah, grabe. What a weekend for volleyball. And of
Oo,
course, what a
even
result for
yung
the UST Ladies
NUFU,
Spike.
kagabi. Ganda rin nun.
Ganun din, eh. No?
Ganda rin.
Yeah, actually, if you come to think of it now, itong LaSalle UST game lang yung hindi nag more than 3 sets kasi
Yeah,
Adamson
3-1
UE
kahapon
in
eh.
4
3-1,
sets.
3-2, and then 3-2 kanina. Tapos ngayon, 3-0.
Uh, so clean sheet ulit.
Oh,
Sabi
clean
nga nila
sheet.
sa foot.
Oh, clean
Para in
sheet ulit.
volleyball terms,
Oh, clean sheet
sweep.
ulit tayo. Clean
Sweep.
sheet.
No reverse sweep for LaSalle opponent so far. But yeah, in case you missed it, kung sakaling you were out and about and like Gio on a wedding, but he didn't miss the game. He just couldn't join us today. LaSalle, the Lady Spikers, won against UST 3-0 for the first time since
Oh, tagal. Oh,
2018.
grabe.
Yung sinano pa yun, sina Michelle Cobb pa yung setter natin.
Grabe,
Tapos
grabe. Yeah,
si
it's been a while.
Hana, si Majoy, si Aduke, si May Luna, yan, mga OG fans ng Dasal, for sure. Naalala pa yan, yung players na yun. Pero yun na yung last time na natalo natin UST in straight sets. Kasi nga, like what we alluded to start the show, we've always gotten used to this 3-1, 3-2 series between Lasal and UST recently. Yun nga, that's how far it is. 8 years, almost 8 years. Grabe no, season 80. Dami na nangyari in between. That's how long it has been. And grabe yung pagkakuha ng 3 sets nitong Lasal kasi the first 2 sets were overwhelmingly
Dominant.
dominant for Lasal. Since the fact that they combined for 4 errors in those 2 sets. Parang grabe. Dati, normal yung 7 or 8 in a set for Lasal but right now you can really just see maybe it's not just the confidence but also yung stability ng team. Ikaw, Vic, ano nakikita mo sa very clean first 2 sets ng Lasal? What did you like in that opening display by our team?
Actually, overall, we won almost every category. I think just like what we discussed last episode natin. We were really looking more confident bunch at this point, no. With our new setter si Ishana Nunag. So maganda yung ginagalaw natin this early, especially yung mga first ball touches natin, digs, and dun sa receptions nga. That's why we are being much more efficient on our attack. Example sa game ngayon, tawag dito, UST had more attack attempts. They had 126 attack attempts, but the problem was doble ang attack errors ni UST sa atin, 20-10. So yan yung natin. I think yung efficiency ng attacks natin is also helpful. Yun nga, with how we do our digs and receptions natin, and not just that, yun nga, blocks also 11-5 sa blocks. So parang almost every category na pwedeng makita, we were able to deliver, and especially limiting UST to a one player affair. Si Poyos lang talaga yung nagpakita kanina. Anything else, wala. I mean, binanggit ko si Perdido the last episode. I'm so happy na she got blanked kasi last last memory ko sa kanya, puro daplis lang sa kamay ng blockers to get her points eh. Pero yun nga, I'm so happy that we were able to neutralize almost everybody. And yun nga, we made them one dimensional in such a way na si Poyos lang yung gumagawa, but and eventually si Poyos din yung may pinakamaraming attack errors with I think 7 or 6 attack errors. Kasi siya lang yung pinupuntahan talaga eh. So ano siya, parang sa basketball lang kung sino yung pinakamaraming touches, most likely siya yung magkakaroon ng maraming turnover. So similar with Angge Poyos kanina. So we made them one-dimensional na team. Yun.
Yeah, babanggitin na din natin yung fellow fans natin because I asked through our IG. Thank you for responding. So una sabi ni Elmer the Adventurer, nag-impress sa kanya is yung blocking and solid floor defense.
Yun nga, yeah.
Gaan ng team gumalaw. And yeah, you touched on it as well. Grabe yung yung mga attacks ng UST. Of course, UST, even with their 0-2 start, we all know they're much better than that. It's just that medyo malas din eh. I mean, syempre, as a number 3 team, you have to face the the top two, well, hindi, at least MU and Lasal to start with. That's tough. Top two teams, diba? Yan yung consequence kapag third ka in the previous season eh. Usually, you get the toughest assignment. But then it can get lighter from there here on. So we'll see how they do. But still, even with that, Lasal, sabi nga ni Coach Noel, we're prepared. And pinakita yun in both
Actually,
the vertical and the floor defense.
Pati yung
Ba?
one sign for me na prepared was yung single block ni Chev kay Poyos. Parang it's as if alam ni Chev kung saan yung palo eh, saan yung direction ng palo ni Angge. So yun nga, I mean, it showed how prepared we are for this match na yun nga, kasi you don't get those correct blocking angles na hula-hula lang. I mean, tawag ito, definitely it came from scouting, watching film, di ba? So, pinag-aralan din natin talaga yung nila, mga tendencies nila. So, good job to everybody for this win.
Yeah, just to touch on one thing you mentioned as well when I asked you the first question in this episode. May sinabi si Francis Pesigan and si Renz Carlo Antojado siya na nung nag-intercept and yung most impressive sa kanila. And sabi nga ni Francis pa nga is, we have a setter for the future. Of course, 2 games in, and probably 2 of the tough assignments. Of course,
Contenders din yan. Hindi rin naman
still
natin
to come.
pwedeng
Yeah.
baliwala.
Syempre, di ba, Nunag, we like what we have seen from her so far. Of course, not perfect, but she's providing that stability that's been missing,
Yep.
according to especially online fans who watch volleyball much more than we do. And yun nga, parang na-capture yun yung sinabi ni Elmer, magaan gumalaw. Do you echo that so far? Do you feel like, were you pleasantly surprised na lang siguro na it took us 6 sets to beat FEU and UST combined, considering what we knew or what we anticipated coming into the season?
Ako, to be honest, hindi eh. Parang parehas 4 sets yung kasi I'm coming from last season's performance eh. Kaya that's why parehas 4 sets yung tingin ko against FEU and UST. But yun nga, given from what we've seen so far na iba yung movement ngayon ng team, parang I would say mas comfortable sila sa isa't isa right now, how they move, how they gel, whoever is on the floor. Yun, kaya I think with that kind of performance that we're seeing, yun nga, hindi ka na rin magugulat na we're winning. We won 3 sets against these Final Four contenders.
And both games, interestingly enough, umabot sa payoff period yung third sets. Like FEU pushed us. I think they
ulit yung mga
had set point.
sets natin.
They had set point last week, and then UST also they had 2 set points pa nga, if I remember, 24-22.
Yes.
I really thought, sabi ko, this will go to at least 4th set. I mean, that's the trait of FEU and UST. They're not far behind. Like, but what I noticed is that, yun nga, like what you said, character building. Lasal, wanted it more and they worked hard and they showed composure. Madali, lalo na pag 2 set points, sabihin mo, mapanalo mo 24-23. We've seen instances when the serving team just suddenly makes an error out of that serve and 3 point na yun sa kalaban.
Pati ano,
Sometimes,
I think
art.
medyo sa akin mas impressive yung habol natin kanina kasi blocks halos karamihan eh. If not all, most if not all, lahat galing sa blocks yung points kanina to catch up and win the third set. So, para sa akin, impressive yun kasi hindi ka halos umasa sa atake mo eh. Nag ka, rely ka lang sa defense mo na lahat ng atake ng kalaban mo, mapapalpal mo lahat, di ba? Kaya mas na siya, mas impressive.
Kasi, syempre, alam mo naman ginagawa ng UST sa atin. Minsan, sige, i-block nyo. Lalabas yan.
No, di ba?
Pero,
kaya nga,
I
think yun dun pumasok yung scouting, getting scouting and preparation coming into this match kasi yun nga parang I think the mentality of the team siguro coming into this match is you can't do that to us anymore na daplisin nyo lang yung bola sa hands ng mga blockers namin. We will make sure that we'll get good quality blocks para so that we can get to kill blocks.
Yeah. So the UST game is done. And we have to just say a shout out, Bill Antonio dun sa friend natin from UST commenting dun sa TKM page. Minanifest mo na 3 sets eh.
Oo, 3 sets. 3 sets sa atin. Parang yung yan eh, nung pangit pa yung record natin, men's basketball, lakas mag-comment yan eh, nung talo na, wala nang update. Pag talo, yun nga, mabanggit natin, yung mga ganyan, yung mga fan pages, pag talo kayo, mag-update pa rin kayo. Hindi pwede yung hindi pwedeng pagpanalo lang, tsaka lang kayo mag-update.
Parang pag talo tayo, nag-upload naman tayo.
Hindi pwedeng pagtalo, tahimik lang kayo. Hindi pwede yun. Diba? Pag kahit talo, nag-update kayo ng mga score. Hindi pwede yung pagtalo, tahimik na kayo. So, very bad practice yan, especially if you are seryoso ng konti. If you are a team supporting account sa SOCMED, kahit talo, dapat nag-update kayo. It's bad. Personally, it's bad optics if you don't update pag talo kayo and you just update pag panalo kayo.
Even yung mga support ng team, ayaw yan.
It tells something kung anong klaseng fan pages kayo. I mean, it's bullshit. Sorry, I have to say it out. It's bullshit if you just update if you're winning.
Ayan. So, just a little touch before we, of course, talk about the not so good result today. Oh, ayan, talo, di ba? So, babanggitin din natin yan. We'll just look a bit ahead. Because LaSalle will face a team that's yet to lose this season in UP on Wednesday. And yun nga, kagagaling lang nila sa very grueling 5-set affair. They've risen from the ashes, beat Ateneo, keep their neighbors winless.
And also, na-break na nila yung how many season? 11 match nga ba? 11 match or 11... Oh, tama. 11 match losing streak if I'm not mistaken. Parang ganun.
Well, I'm too aware kasi...
Sobrang na nila. Yeah. It's a huge win kakaina for the UP women's volleyball team kasi yun medyo matagal-tagal na since the last time they beat Ateneo.
Yeah, and this UP team, if you look at their lineup, it's quite a stacked team. Lot of potential, I think, our fans.
Hindi pa nga masyado paano kiklik si si Dongalio. Yun, hindi pa masyado
which could be scary for LaSalle because
baka mamaya sa Wednesday yan pumutok, 'di ba?
Exactly. Like we never know, and yun nga, it's a midweek encounter. Pag midweek encounter, medyo kinakabahan ako kasi minsan dahil hindi ganun ka-crowded, parang it could yung parang pag
sa football, parang ganun ba?
parang hindi factor yung iba, parang laro lang. And I mean, sa akin lang yun. Of course, the players, they play, they practice. they know their game better. But speaking of knowing the game, I just see LaSalle going to be properly tested. And despite the perfect start so far, 6 sets, won, none lost, they might get tested here against UP. I see that na tipong I don't know if they can win by 3-0 or if they can win at all, of course, giving enough credit to UP. I think they have good people coaching them there. And yun lang naman eh. Siguro a puzzle of how to find the right combination for them. Kasi sa Lasal so far, what we've seen in the first two games, we seem to know our roles,
Yeah.
yung players. Alam nila kung sinong gagawa at a certain time or yun I mean, parang hindi ko masyado nakikita na pilit yung mga ginagawa nila on the court. At least from someone who doesn't play too much volleyball. That's how I find it watching them. Parang everything's in rhythm, everything's in working on like clockwork. And UP, I have to be frank, I haven't watched their games in full. But if ganun din maging in sync sila, it's not gonna be an easy game for LaSalle. Do you see the same thing, or do you think na after a good start, LaSalle should just be confident and just take everyone by storm before that new game, the first round?
I think for as long as andun it's one thing to be confident, another thing to not respect your opponent. So I think those are two totally different things. No? So I think important na nandun yung confidence as what we've seen in this past two matches, but also just give respect to your opponent, and I think we should be fine on Wednesday. I think yun yung mas important na we don't underestimate any opponent that we face. We beat contenders in the process, pero we cannot be complacent. Kumbaga, one match we um we focus on who's in front of us, not looking way too much ahead, so that we can win those games that matter. Kasi every match matters. On a 14 game elimination round, lahat ng kalaban mo diyan, it's really important. You cannot just beat the contenders and then all of a sudden drop matches to those that perceived not tag as a contender. So medyo hindi rin siya maganda.
Yeah, and that's something to look forward to if LaSalle can make it three straight and really make a statement out of it. Catch that on Wednesday. Second game, they stated 3 p.m., but we know
Oo
how
naman.
volleyball works.
Naman, it's a match of
Swerte na siguro yan kung 3 p.m.
it's a match of succession. So so di natin alam kung anong abang-abang na lang.
Yeah, but surely not before 3 p.m. Yun lang magagaranti namin. Of course, Smart Arena at the Coliseum if you have time. Kung sakaling wala kayong magawa or you're free, then feel free to check them out live. I'm sure the ladies will appreciate the support. And one team that will also play on that day are the DLSU Green Spikers. And here we are, of course. We're not just focusing on the highs, but also focus on the not so highs. I don't want to say those just yet because it's too early in the season. But LaSalle, after losing to UST, also on the same day, what happens is they are the only winless team so far this season. Of course, after 2 games, so hindi pa ganun kasakit and hindi pa ganun kalayo. You're just 1 game behind the rest. Diba? The minimum. But of course, Vic, I think you were able to watch this game more than I did because I was out when the game was in play. And what were your thoughts, at least, having seen this clash between USD and Lasal?
I think bago ko mag-jump sa men's, I think one last dito sa women's. I think it's
Oh, sige. Yeah.
it's fantastic to see that your top two attackers are hindi lang sila scorers of attacks but scorers also defensively. Kasi nga out of 11 block points kanina ng women's volleyball team, 7 of those came from Chev and Angel. I think 4 kay Chev and then 3 kay Angel. So alam mo yun, it's nice to see your vital first two options on attack na they also get their points of blocks, which is ang hirap kasi parang you just don't defend their attacks, but they can also beat you defensively. So kumbaga you can't really relax facing Angel and Chev when they're up front. Kasi 'di ba dun kumbaga pag nasa harap sila, problema mo na aatake sila. But at the same time problema mo pa rin sila na they will block you, especially pag ang especially if the pa to combinations up front andun si M or si Lilay, 'di ba? So I mean you have three high quality players up front na pwedeng umiscore of attacks and also can score off blocks. So going to the men's, I think the key stat kanina sa men's really was the attack points. I think we were overwhelmed by UST's attack points, 54 to 41. Tapos UST had the more attack attempts. It was so enormous, 128 to 105 attack attempts. So parang if we will discuss it in basketball parlance, mas marami silang possessions, mas maraming attack opportunities si UST probably because of transitions, better digs, clean touches sa first ball nila. That's why they were able to get that so much attack points. I think the question now for the men's volleyball team is kasi we had more block points, more service aces. I think ang tanong ngayon is that we need to translate apart from getting production on those categories, how can we be more fluid on attacks? Kasi yun yung sobrang glaring yun na sobrang daming yung huge disparity sa attack attempts is really not that good. I mean, it will be really difficult to win a match na meron kang ganong disparity sa attack attempts. And it's yun nga, si Josh Ibanez was able to erupt kayo na 22 points si Josh Ibanez kanina. I mean, partida pa yan na yung kanyang Alas Pilipinas stint is Josh was playing the libero position. So alam mo yun, and then it translated to his role sa UST na spiker siya, hitter. So ayun, I think we just have to be better sa mga next matches natin. Malayo pa. It's just we have 12 more matches to go. So let's see how the men's volleyball team will adjust these upcoming matches.
Yeah, and they will get their first chance to break into the
Yeah,
win column or
sa
third
Wednesday
chance,
against UP.
against UP,
With another
who are also coming off a
with,
loss.
with another attacking force kay
Si Raheem Sterling.
si Raheem Sterling. Yung mga nakintinding football, medyo gets yan. Si Raheem. Grabe din yun. So, that's one. Kasi yun nga, if Josh Ibanez was able to explode in a way kanina, so medyo kaabang-abang if how our men's volleyball team will adapt dito kay Raheem na who is also a scoring machine, and Ateneo was really kumbaga tinrabaho din nila kanina to survive another 30-point outburst kay Raheem sa unang match kanina ng men's volleyball.
Yeah, sana makaporma si ex-CP legend, Isa Molde.
Kala ko Isa Gaye.
Pwede rin.
Gaye, kala ko Isa Gaye.
Si Rabe Al-Usaini.
Yan, Rabe Al-Usaini.
Looking forward to the Green Spikers getting into groove, and of course they had two difficult opening games then. Much like the UST women's team, and actually much like the DLSA Lady Spikers, sometimes fine margins lang din in between sets. And wish them the best of luck, and yun nga, like what Vic said, maaga pa. Of course, we cannot celebrate so much, and we cannot be
even so women's volleyball. I mean, a 2-0 start means it's
doesn't get you anywhere.
It's nice and good, but there's still so many more matches na dapat ilaro. So, we have to stay focused. Yun yung ano lang. That's the takeaway.
Yeah.
We cannot keep we cannot move away our feet from the gas pedal.
Yeah. It's not yet the right time. But of course, with Ibarra
Yan, right
watches,
time.
every time is the right time. Yeah, of course. Especially when you have that timepiece that tells you exactly what time it is. In this recording, around 25 minutes na. So I'm reminded because, of
Yes.
course, these are our friends, fellow Lasalians, but of course, they're not limited to Lasalians. So catch their collection online. They post a lot of it. Social media, and you can order through their website. But one watch you cannot order through their website is
Is
this special DLSA Quiver watch.
yan.
Thank you for naming
Yeah,
that watch
ano yan
in partnership with us, of
magmumukha lang
course.
na sa ating
Uh,
pinangalan. But thank you nevertheless
Oo,
to the Moreno brothers.
parang parang siyang coincidence.
Ano?
It's a plain green at some angles, but when the light shines bright enough for it, makikita mo yung
Yun,
Archer
oh,
stand
kitang-kita.
dun sa clock
Yes,
piece.
napakaganda.
And grabe ang elegant niya tignan
Yes.
and perfect for fellow Lasal fans watching the games. If you're wearing green shirt and then nakasuot ka green on the wrist, grabe, panaling OOTD na yan. Para kang magta-throwback kay Manong Derek,
Yan.
yung mga OOTD ni
Yan,
Manong Derek
OTD ni
Pumare.
Manong Derek. Yes, sir.
Lalo na nung 2022 season, yung
Yes.
2 seasons na magkasunod na yan.
Bagets.
Minsan yun pa yung
Bagets.
content eh.
Bagets. Paris Bagets.
Oh, and speaking of someone who emerged well into the scene during that 2022 dual season template that the UAP had, Mike Phillips. Congratulations to
Eligible na.
Mike.
Eligible.
Exactly.
As
Eligible
local.
to be
As local.
as local.
Eligible as
Oo.
local. Yep.
So hindi na lang siya pang SEA Games or pang Asian Games or
yep.
wherever you're
Pwede na siya sa FIBA.
limited. Pwede na siya sa FIBA. As a local. Kasi syempre sasabihin naman ng mga tao, pwede naman talaga siya sa FIBA before.
Yeah, tama.
Kasi
Tama.
di
Pwede
wala
na siya sa
si
FIBA
Brownlee.
as local.
And yeah, which is a big thing, of course. We wish Mike more basketball games for Gilas para ma-cheer din natin siya. Of course, we will miss cheering for him in Lasal College.
Of course.
Pero at least ngayon, Mason Amos, Kevin Cambao, Mike Phillips, then si Jamie Malonzo. Mali mo, marami pang pwede sumali, di ba? It's always nice to see Lasalians represent the
Yep.
country in almost all sports. And syempre, basketball, dumadami na yung kasali kasi sanay tayo, football, volleyball, baseball. Medyo steady presence tayo dyan.
Yep.
But sa basketball, it has been quite some time before ito yung mga renaissance nila, nila Malonzo, and having Mike Phillips there is not just a benefit for a Lasal community perspective, but also, maraming fans din si Mike outside the Lasal community. And that's why this news is really highly welcomed by the community. I guess even fans from Ateneo and UP are quite excited by it, and rightly so. So, hope to seeing Mike in action. Of course, not this window of FIBA, but who knows in the next coming windows, diba? That's something to watch out for. And of course, we will end this show basketball related. Just to mention, of course, there's this pocket tournament that happened in Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. We cannot ignore that. Kahit sabihin natin hindi maganda yung results,
Nice lang yan.
we have to acknowledge that Lasal did make it to the finals. Lost 3 of their 4 games there. Parang may papakita silang kalaban dun eh. In the 5 games they played in Zamboanga, I say 5, even if 4 lang is a tournament.
Tama kasi pares ng panalo galing
may
kay
pre-tournament.
Bayentes.
May pre-tournament friendly eh. Yung
Pero ibang
Lasal against
ibang
Zamboanga
klase yung liga
Bayentes.
na yun, luluhod ka lang, paluhod-luhod ka lang, pwede i-reverse yung tawag, Ibang klase. Ibang klase din yung liga na yan, Pwede kang paluhod-luhod lang, nagre-reverse ng tawag yung mga referee, hayop
Talaga, it's a different world out there. But nevertheless, I'm happy for our Zamboangueño Lasal fans because I'm sure there are
they were able to
they got to witness their players, yun, 'di ba? Parang syempre, din yan sa atin eh. Parang tayo, 'di ba, fans tayo ng football. When you get an opportunity to see, let's say, Civic, Arsenal, or Barcelona, ako Man United, when we get to see them live, it's a pressure. The result secondary. So, hopefully our fellow Lasal fans from Zamboanga enjoyed. Nanalo naman against the Valientes. And yeah, the unfortunate results were talo tayo sa Alicia. Double overtime, that was the opener. Then the next day, lost to UP. Medyo nakalayo yung UP. Game 4 kasi nila yun.
Oh, game 4
And
yan.
then,
Na medyo sila ganado.
the intensity was high. Yeah, and you have to give credit to them, of course. It's a game to be played. And then, the third game yun nga, nanalo tayo sa Variantes. But we had to sleep and wake up the next day and parang maligo ka lang or
Oh, ano na
naligo
ulit,
na
laro
siguro
na ulit.
the night
Yeah.
before. Laro na ulit. And then masama, ito yung masama, gising literally. That's Anbeda, who already lost to us in Lipa. Parang, sige, pantayan lang natin ng season series. Who knows when we will meet again, di ba? We don't know. We don't know when we will meet Anbeda again. So, they took that advantage and won by a big margin. Pero that's how we ended the tournament, as far as I remember. We spoke to Coach Oliver before and, of course, the others, Coach John, Coach O. And I remember them saying that these games, they're not really looking for results. Of course, we're not gonna use that as excuse kung meron mamiligaw dyan sa comments. Going to harp on that.
naman.
But,
Ano yan eh, we were,
kasi kahit naman nanalo tayo sa competition, I don't think we will brag about it that much.
wala,
Kasi
wala naman.
it
I
could
mean,
be
it's
too
just,
much.
it's
Diba?
just,
Like what you said, Vic, parang pampainit,
I mean,
pampatanggal
pati we've been,
kalawang.
pati we are in this for so long.
Mm.
Alam naman natin na it's nice to win pre-season tournaments and all, but it's just a gauge of saan tayo at this point. It's a measure na how much work do we need to do to help us get prepared in the pagdating ng UAAP na 'di ba na even pag nasa UAAP ka na there's still kailangan mo pa rin i-measure kailan ka magpi-peak 'di ba? So I think it's a good measure of where we at right now, especially kakabalik lang natin halos sa ensayo. So I think it's a good gauge na nakita natin saan tayo after those wins and losses na and taking into consideration nga yung mga schedules na yan na pagtulog mo gigising ka na maglalaro ka ulit, 'di ba? So it's a nice tournament to be with. We hindi lang talaga nagkataon na maganda yung naging resulta. We were 2 and 4, tama ba? Ay, hindi, 2 and 3, tama ba?
2 and 3.
2 and
2 and 3.
We-
And isa lang yung tinalo na team.
Well, we were 2 and 3, but I think I do believe the coaches got what they wanted out of it na nakita na nila kung ano yung saan yung fitness levels ng mga players, yung skill level ng mga players, asan sila at this point, and yun nga, ang pinaka-important dyan is what we need to work on as we prepare for our title defense in how many months time. I mean, it's fast approaching
Tagal pa.
kasi next week tapos na
Oh.
February. So,
Oo nga, March na. Pero
little
syempre,
did
may
we
volleyball pa and other
Yes.
sports.
but
Diba?
but
So-
yun nga, little did we know, ano na naman to, basketball season na naman ulit. So, it's nice. It's nice that we join
Actually-
these tournaments para may clear gauge tayo.
And para makapag-bond yung players, like what
Ay,
Coach
oo,
John
yes.
said, diba? Ni Mike.
Napaka-important yan. I
Ano?
mean, hindi lang for Lasal to, but for UP also in San Beda na
And San Beda.
important yan for collegiate teams. I think more so for the collegiate teams than the pro teams kasi sa pro
Pro.
teams medyo mature na yan as compared to the the collegiate teams na you really need to have those bonding moments with the teammates.
Parang ano yan nung nasa school pa tayo, yung mga field trips. Parang ganyan din sa
Yeah,
kanila.
correct.
So, it's always nice for these teams to find that cohesion off the court so that mag-translate siya on the court and they get better results because of that. Alam mo yung hindi mo lang kakampi yung hindi mo lang siya kakampi na kausapin mo lang habang naglalaro. Parang kung may
Yes.
understanding kayo
Yep.
outside. More often than
Form
it
of bond
translates well.
outside of basketball, parang gano'n.
Yeah, so watch out because there's still more basketball coming up for sure with the Green Archers. We definitely have not seen the last of them. And whenever they play, from time to time, we'll find a way to squeeze that in. And ang gusto ko na lang sabihin before I end the show is, sabi nga ni Coach Jello Vito when he guested this, should trust that dip. So,
Yes.
sa mga nag-aalala dyan na Lasal fans,
Trust
don't
that
worry.
deep Bianco.
Oo. Nagko-commentate minsan. Yeah. Nasingit sa si Dip. Caught a stray, pero a good stray. So, ayan, siguro last ko na lang i-shoutout because this is a big result and maybe deserving of a bit of respect. Yung women's
Oo,
tennis team
grabe yan.
natin beat
Grabe.
NU
Yep.
this week. I mean, siguro ipa-explain natin sa volleyball audience natin yung magnitude na, no? It's like this season's UE beating NU. Parang ganun din. Or beating Lasal. Alam mo yun, that's how big of a result that is. And they deserve this airtime. So,
Yes,
congratulations to them. And
congratulations.
hopefully you find more rhythm, you
Oh,
see where it takes.
get
And
more
who knows,
wins.
diba? Who
Oh,
knows?
get
I
more
mean,
wins.
bilog ang bola sa tennis.
Oh,
So,
naman.
who knows?
Tsaka yung raketa.
Literal.
Tsaka yung raketa. Tsaka yung raketa.
Oo, bilog din.
Bilog din yung raketa.
Oo. So,
Yeah.
I wish them the best of luck. Also the men's team. Syempre, we support the SAL teams here from time to time. And the baseball team, about to start this season this Wednesday. First game against UP. The second game of that. So, kami ni Vic will try to watch the baseball from time to
Yes.
time when we are available.
Time permits.
So, if
Yes.
you are planning to watch it sa Rizal, and you see us, say hi. 'Cause we are looking forward to this as well. So that's all for us in this episode. Stay tuned for our next episode when we'll discuss briefly how we do some volleyball and other sports like what we are just saying now. So on behalf of Vic, this is Brian. Thank you for watching the Quiver episode. The podcast of the Quiver, the episode of the Quiver podcast. And nawawala na ako sa rhythm, nantok na ako. Joke lang. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on our Instagram and Facebook. And as you always say, Vic,
Animo Lasal.